Welcome back to Check Out California 3x10. Today's episode, I'm very privileged to have Lance Capel, Senior Vice President of Chicago Title's Commercial Real Estate Group. We're filming here at Newport Beach in his beautiful offices. Lance, welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us. Really appreciate this. Would you be so kind to give our audience a little bit of your background?
30 years in the title business, first job out of college, and been fortunate enough to spend about 15 of those with the Fidelity family between Chicago and Land America team.
Very nice.
Here in Orange County in Southern California. Yeah.
Now, your presence as a manager stretches beyond Southern California. Don't you also have a Las Vegas office?
We're all across the country. Right now, we do deals out of this office all across the country.
Okay.
The LA office, anywhere in the continental United States.
Okay, great. Tell us about your team and your responsibilities with Chicago Title, Lance.
So my job is twofold. One is a sales manager for the sales team here in Southern California. We have 22 commercial sales reps.
Wow.
Between 3 offices.
Okay.
The way we're set up is basically one office with 3 locations. We've got the Los Angeles office, which is our main hub downtown LA, 8th and Figueroa, and then we've got this office here in Orange County, and we have a San Diego office, and spread geographically, roughly 10 reps in 8 to 10 reps in LA, another 8 reps here, and the remainder in San Diego.
San Diego, very good, very good. With your 30 years of experience, what are the biggest challenges you're finding in today's market?
Well, Craig, we met probably, I was trying to put a timeline on it. I think it's, plus 15 years, obviously.
Yeah, somewhere
and even in that 15 years, it's changed drastically.
Yeah.
It used to be a lot of glad handing, a lot of, PR rep, as I call it, instead of sales or account rep. And I think the biggest challenge is trying to get the message out that our team is different.
Yeah.
And that, actually I took a page out of your playbook because you did such a good job when you were in the title business that I saw a successful model, and then I looked at the other successful reps that did similar things, and they really found one segment of the market, in whether it be hospitality, office, retail, senior living, industrial, whatever it might be, and then become a specialist, be the best at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you were almost at a point, I'm guessing 95%, and that might be conservative, maybe it was 99% of your deals were hospitality, but you were the guy. You knew everything, every deal, all the players, they knew you. And that's a recipe for success, whether it's the brokers, the lenders, the principals. You're a household name, and that's what
Thank you.
That's what we try to do with our reps and in our office. So the challenge is trying to let everyone out there know. It's getting that first deal or 2 in the door so that they can experience the difference with our team.
That's always a challenge, and thank you very much for those kind words. Truth be known, if I had switched to hospitality, because I was bored out of my mind, and I did really well being a loan rep on the commercial side for that company, but I was bored out of my mind. If I had made the change to hospitality and it didn't get so infectious and into my DNA, I swear I'd be selling T-shirts out of a kiosk at the Ala Moana Shopping Center in Hawaii. So it was really something that revitalized my career. So, and then obviously moving.
You put a lot of best practices in motion for sure.
So we try. It was a different market back then, and it was, I think, easier to be a specialist starting then than today. So I think the dynamics now, you've got to hit as many segments as possible, and how do you keep your guys motivated? That's got to be, it's not about the paycheck. It really isn't at the end of the day. I mean, that's certainly part of it, but the motivation, and my impression's always been that you're a big one for education, and that's part of the motivational part. So how do you motivate 20 odd some reps in 3 different offices?
Well, I'm a little bit lucky because over half the team, I would say about 15 of the 22 members are senior, meaning 10 or more years in the business. So they have a lot of knowledge. a lot of expertise in the business. So their supplemental education is pretty easy to come by.
Right.
And I've been very fortunate to have a younger, less experienced crew in the business, but yet they feed off each other. And it's as simple as literally putting out the daily numbers amongst them of what their production is, and they're very competitive. No one wants to be. We call it being on the first page. You want to be on the first page every day for open orders and revenue. So it's a pretty healthy internal competition.
Yeah. Now, when you came over to Chicago Title, you made some upgrades.
We did.
You saw a team that needed some help.
Yeah.
And you had some really good people that you brought them back. You got them motivated, and you created a force within the title insurance industry. So you're making inroads in hospitality. You're getting a name out there. Yeah, very proud of Ryan Huntsman and what he's done there.
Thank you.
I mean, he's working hard. And I know a few of your other reps, and they're all working hard. But it really, in the hospitality sector, it's always a collaborative effort. So, what are you doing to get them to collaborate and not be the lone wolf?
So I think going to as many industry functions as possible is a great is the best way to accelerate your exposure.
Sure.
And then literally, once again, not to continue to saturate this point, but hitting everyone in that marketplace, the attorneys, the do hospitality, or like I said, whatever your specialty is. I mean, our mix of business, I try to get 70% of your business in one segment, and the other 30% can be in whatever segment it is. We can't be that choosy. Yeah. We need to. We've got clients of all types and all segments, but that's probably the biggest advantage we have is to just specialize.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us today, Lance.
You're welcome,
really
Craig. Thank you for the time.
My pleasure.
It's good spending some time with you.
Definitely. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this episode of Check Out California 3x10, you might be asking yourself, what does title insurance have to do with hospitality? As you know, this is a deeper dive into hospitality. Without these guys, we can't close our deals. Okay, they're very important. I can recommend Chicago Title. They do my deals. You should give them a call. Get to know your rep, get to know your title team, and let them help you get your next transaction closed. And we'll be back soon with another episode of Check Out California 3x10. Please like and share this. Tell your friends, give us some comments, give us some feedback. Let us know who you'd like to see on the show. Thank you.